So I decided to come on out here today. It's a nice day. And piddle around with the old pickup truck. It's the old Chevy Custom 10, of course. 1972. Woo! And my allergies are kicking in. There's some chickies. I told you every time I talk, they come over running. Because they've gotten used to me hearing my voice and relating that to me bringing them food. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about doing things like this. You see that? I take this, of course there's different products, but this is the one that I just happen to have. Blaster. It's a powerful rust penetrating catalyst, right? It breaks free rust and frozen parts, protects against further rust and corrosion, attacks rust from all angles using our unique capillary action. It says it's paint shop safe, contains no silicone. So if you're using this on parts that you plan to paint in the future, it's safe. Where a lot of products leave residues where it keeps the paints from sticking. But I'm going around and I'm spritzing all the little nuts and bolts and things that, in my opinion, are a little bit too rusty, hanging on too much. And all of the like different areas, like these things that move and everything. This and other penetrating stuff like this really helps to free it up, make it work a little bit better. But I've been going through and just giving them a little spritz here and there. I do this periodically, and mainly so that I can you know, you don't want to put too much, just enough to get it in there, and all the different spots you need to break free or make work a little bit better. And any kind of nuts and bolts that you think, you know, that sometime in the future you may want to undo and get the parts out. So in my opinion, it's really important to do all that. The last time I got in the truck, for some stupid reason, I haven't figured out why, I couldn't shift gears. I don't know. It's just something I got to figure out. But what I've done, and probably ought to do more often these days, is I should just get down in here and all the little grooves and nooks and crannies, you know, just kind of spritz everything, just to make sure that, you know, I'm getting good lubrication all in here. And I probably need to clean some of this off, but for some reason it just did not want to shift. And right there and right there, those are part of the shifting mechanism. The rest of this is mostly just the steering column. But anything that you think you might disassemble in the near future, it's best to go ahead and do this. That way this stuff will sit and work over time, and you know, be able to allow you to, you know, disassemble your parts much easier, instead of fighting with rust, instead of, you know, breaking your tools or breaking the part. You know, just do this, let it just sit over time, and it'll make your life and your truck's life so much better, in my opinion. And I even do things like you know, where the what do you call that, when you press the accelerator and and it pulls that little cable, and this is like one of those things that moves. You kind of do all the little moving parts here, because you don't want any of this to, you know, be like frozen up whenever you're trying to actually use your accelerator, when you give it gas and all that. Some things, of course, will get so hot it'll probably burn the stuff off, but that's okay. I mean, it's lubricated. It's allows you, you know, it doesn't loosen them so much that, you know, it'll come off or come apart while you're driving it. That thing there probably needs replaced sometime, so I'm going to go ahead and that's a motor mount right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of spritz these. These motor mounts do need to be replaced sometime. Yeah, pretty bad old motor mounts. But right now, my goal on this vehicle, mostly, my goal is preservation. I want to preserve what I've got. I don't want things to break or malfunction or anything like that. I also don't want to be putting a heck of a lot of money into it, mostly because, you know, it doesn't make sense to just replace parts for replacement parts' sake, right? You want your stuff to be functional, operate properly, and be safe. At least that's the way I see it. I mean, if I was like to fix this thing up for a car show or something like that, or to boost my ego, whatever, then yeah, I'd come in here and probably replace every damn part there is. But I'm not going to do that, because that's not where my heart is. That's not where my goals are. That's not something that I see myself doing anytime. Let me zoom out just a pinch. There we go. So I've gone around and get that weed out of the way. I've gone around and I've done that to my lug nuts and things on all my wheels. I've done this like once every 6 months or so. Periodically I'll do it more, but I always do the lug nuts because sometimes. All right, see that wasp? Look at them. They done made a home. Okay. Ooh, let me get away. They don't like me. Those are big red wasps. Red wasp. Today's a nice day. On the nice days, they seem to be a little more docile. On the other days, like the hot days, they are really, really, really angry. They don't like nobody being around. But I've noticed, you know, those things are going to build nests anywhere they want to, especially in your old trucks. So you got to be really, really careful with that. All right, back to what I was doing. All this blaster stuff works wonders with wasps. I don't know if you ever noticed that, but watch this. Oh, I think I may have missed it. No, I got it all over him. Yeah, perfect. Yep, he's done for. That stuff ain't coming off of him. I don't know exactly, so I'm going to hit it in different directions here. Oop, saw a wasp right there, see him? Sticking his little face up. Sorry, I may not have had the... There he goes. I got him too. I just kind of like to see if I can correct some of these wasp issues. Whoa, there's another one. Got to correct the wasp issues. I don't want wasp in my old truck. Oh, well, that one got away fast. Anyway, oh, there's another one. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, there's another one in there. More. There's more of them in there. Yeah, I got that one pretty good. There's another one down in here. Got him too. Man, there could be like 100 of those things in my door and me not even know it. So you're wasting my stuff on wasp. I did spritz it in there pretty good, but I don't know that I actually got the nest. If I know I've got the nest, then yeah, then I'll definitely. Whoop, see, fell right down to the ground. Oh, holy moly, holy moly! Wow, there's like 4 or 5 of them decided to come on out real quick. Go ahead and switch my mirror while I'm at it. I think I've spritzed my mirror about 10 times here. Alright. Anyway, that's not what this video is supposed to be about. Oh, there's one right there. So, gotta find all the little nuts and bolts. See, this piece here, I'll definitely be taking out, so all of these little nuts and bolts and screws and things. See, there's different little screws. It's not always easy to find them all, but hey, I'll eventually find them all and get them all spritzed. Let them sit for a couple of weeks, and then I'll be out here disassembling some of these. I think I already got that one. So I'll definitely be out here disassembling some of this, just so I can get this, get some work done to this thing. Of course, there's a hole here, but there's a wasp in there too. Okay, well. I'll eventually, there we go. I'll eventually get this truck all fixed up. That's a Chevy 1972 Custom 10. I call it my Custom 10 because right there it says it's a Custom 10. A lot of people ask me, what's custom about that darn thing? I'm like, well, I'd say a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything's custom on this thing. So try not to waste my stuff. Should have wasted it on the wasp, but I didn't need that wasp nest in there. So anyway, I need to go under the truck. I need to go all around the truck, all the little nuts and bolts, all the little screws, everything. I need to go ahead and use this stuff on it. Number 1 reason, preservation. Number 2 reason, make it easier for me to disassemble and reassemble. Number 3 reason, is because I just think I need to get it done. Oh, don't forget that. Sometimes the wasps build up in there. They may be up in there and me not even know it. Alright. Talk to you later. Bye.